Hello, today I'm speaking with Mike Romano, President of Associated Integrated Supply Chain Solutions. Welcome, Mike.
Thank you.
I understand that Associated recently purchased Peach State. Tell me a little about that transaction and what drove it.
Well, what drove it is really much about what's happening in the market. Our customers are demanding more sophisticated solutions to their needs, and Peach State is a great way for us to complement what we do in the forklift arena primarily to provide solutions to our customers that we are currently not being able to provide today.
So what will Peach State bring to you that you don't now have? What is their area of expertise?
Their area principally is in the area of more strategic solutions for our customers in the field of labor management and automation predominantly, and consulting.
So let's talk about this area of labor management a little bit. We're here at the NLDC conference and we've heard a lot about labor issues and not enough workers and the difference that the millennial generation is bringing into the workforce and so on. What do you see are the big issues in labor management?
Well, I think that today you have a very complex labor force. Number one, as you've indicated, there's multi-generations of people in the labor force, which causes companies a number of headaches in trying to understand the drivers that these various generations have in the way of motivating forces, et cetera. You also have the demographic influences of the baby boomer generation as they're entering the retirement age and will continue to do so over the next 5 to 10 years. That's resulting in a shrinking labor force. You have the encouragement of the last couple of generations of parents who really promoted white-collar jobs and college educations, and so that's, of course, leaving a significant void in those available to support jobs necessary in a warehouse environment. So all of those factors combined are causing companies to really look at their labor and their needs for labor and where possible create efficiencies in that labor force and labor operation. And they're doing it really through either one of two areas, either where justifiable, they're automating those processes and taking labor component out so as not to have to be reliant on it in the future. And then where they can't automate, they're employing best practices in the area of labor management, installing standards, creating incentives around those standards for employees to perform to, and rewarding them when they do. That really, those two things are pretty important to what our customers are doing within their operations today.
Very interesting. Let's talk a little bit more about the kinds of automation you're seeing in the warehouse and in your area of forklifts. I'm wondering if there are new developments and maybe driverless forklifts and that kind of thing.
Yeah, those are here to a small degree, but they are going to be coming soon. I think that there's a lot of research and development being done currently to afford a practical and economical solution to an automated forklift. And I think that that's probably within the next 5 years something that you'll see in pretty mainstream. And so the Peach State operation also gives us the ability to have a foundation to enter into that arena, which is a completely different arena than selling a traditional forklift today.
Going back to labor management for a minute, let's talk a little bit about the difficulties that companies face implementing labor management programs and the culture changes that might be required.
Mm-hmm. A company has to really be ready for it. It does end up being a cultural change for the company in that you don't want it to be perceived as Big Brother watching. So you have to develop the standards with the involvement of the labor pool. And you have to implement that standards with their involvement and make sure that there is buy-in on their part that those standards are reasonable. And to the extent that there's buy-in, they're going to embrace the standards and they're going to try to improve upon them as they go forward, which is the ultimate aim.
So do you have any plans for your company or for Peach State going forward for the next year or so that you'd care to share with us?
Sure. We're certainly going to be looking at the customer base that we have at Associated and looking to achieve some market synergies with the offerings that Peach State brings to market. and use those as best we can at our customers. And also the reciprocal of that, Peach State will really be the only integrator in North America capable of providing a forklift solution within their offering. And so there will be some reciprocal market synergies that we're looking for. In addition, we're looking to streamline the traditional backroom operations, taking advantage of the critical mass that we have on a broader scale.
And I know Jim Bowes at NLDC at Peach State was a founder of NLDC.
Mm-hmm.
Do you have any plans to increase your relationship with this organization?
NLDC, we think NLDC is great. It to me is content marketing at its pinnacle, and we are very supportive of it and very interested in the continuation of NLDC. So certainly interested in maintaining that.
All right. Well, thank you so much for coming by and talking
Sure.
with us today.
Thank you very much.
I've been speaking with Mike Romano of Associated. Thank you for watching.